Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam everyone, welcome back. We all just got to know who is Devi Parashakti, who is Swamiji, and what benefits you're going to get out of this program. So now let's move into the next segment where all of you will be seeing a live demonstration of the extraordinary powers of Paramashiva. Bhava Samadhi Darshan, all of us will be receiving the initiation into Third Eye Awakening and various other powers with the blessings and grace of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. We will be manifesting the following powers of Third Eye, reading with the eyes blindfolded. Third Eye is a cosmic browsing center located between the brows, which upon initiation one can effortlessly express powers and see through the third eye just as you would with your two eyes. Now let's see what are Shaktis. In the Vedagamas, the source scriptures of Hinduism, Paramashiva reveals in elaborate detail that every human being is hardwired to be able to manifest 463 extraordinary Shaktis, divine powers. Manifesting powers are described as a system, method, and science for human beings to explore the various possibilities and powers and have access to various states of consciousness. Shaktis manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are the divine. You need to manifest the divine, and not you are a man and you need to reach the divine. You all might have heard the term Siddhis. So let's see what's the difference. Shakti is expressed from the space of enlightenment as a side effect of feeling connection with the divine and high integrity with the Guru, and are a source of enlightenment. Whereas Siddhis are powers that manifest from tapas or the source, Paramashiva. Paramashiva is the primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause, which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging beyond time, space, form, and causality. As the fundamental base of Avyakta and the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest, he performs the Panchakritya or 5 cosmic acts of Shrishti, creation, Sthiti, sovereign rulership and maintenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Throbhava, pulling out of delusion, and Anugraha, liberating grace for all living entities. Now, the avatar of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Nithyananda Paramashivam, as the 1008th living incarnation and representative of Paramashiva and the reviver of Kailasa, which is the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation and the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation. Even since the beginning of the civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been the cradle of enlightened beings and highly advanced sciences. It was where the science of enlightenment and powers, Shaktis, was lived and taught as a lifestyle for the first time in modern era. In the modern day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving these yogic sciences and transmitting into the world at a record-breaking speed which is never accomplished before. Now let's look at the Guru Parampara, where the knowledge and science of manifesting these Shaktis are passed down from one generation to the next through Diksha, initiation by the enlightened Gurus. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, being recognized as an incarnation at a very young age, was trained and taught these sciences to revive the initiations and knowledge repositories for billions to manifest science of power manifestation from the disciplines of Vedanta, Tantra, Shri Vidya, Yoga and Yogic Sciences, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, Science of Aushadha, Advaita and Bhakti Yoga, Paramashiva Jnana and Paramashiva Vijnana. Now, how do we awaken these Shaktis in us? Manifesting Shaktis, which is every ultimate truth, Jnana, is mapped into your consciousness, Prajna, and manifests as a possibility and powers of every being, Prajnana.
Diksha is the direct.
The science of power manifestation is authenticated through four aspects of evidences or pramanas. The Shastra Pramana, which is the eternal, unchangeable truths revealed in the source scriptures. The Apta Pramana, experiences and results of Aptas or authorities of Hinduism, the Vedic rishis and scientists who time tested and verified the science. The next is the Atma Pramana, or account of the supreme point of Hinduism, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of our manifestation, and the Pratyaksha Pramana, or empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. These evidences. We get all of these in the Vedagamas, which is the living applied science. Vedas are the ultimate superior authority for Hindus and are pure science where the ultimate truths are explained, and Agamas are the scriptures where the applied technology, the applied science is expanded. Vedas and Agamas, Vedagamas, are given the status of Shruti as they are directly revealed by Paramashiva. They are the ultimate eternal unchangeable truths. A reference cited from the Shastra or source scriptures is called the Shastra Pramana. Now let's get ready to witness a very unique and exciting demonstration of the power of third eye. The Shastra Pramana for this power of third eye is from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Kapalantarmanonyasya tishtannmilitalochanaha kramena manasodadyat lakshaye lakshyamuttamam. The translation for this verse is: by fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession, by that stability of the mind and inner space through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal Lakshyam by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source Paramashiva. The Apta Pramana for this power is when Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye. Natumam shakyase drashtu manenaiva svachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshu pashyam me yogamaishwaram. Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, but you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore, I grant you divine third eye vision. Behold my cosmic opulence. In the Hindu Purana Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye to behold Krishna's Vishwarupa, the vision of his cosmic form. In the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which contains the description of Bhagavan Krishna's cosmic form, is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees Bhagavan Krishna through his third eye. The Atma Pramana, in Swamiji's own words, the first experience that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree, 10 directions below me, everything. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience all of that as me. Now let's look at the Pratyaksha Pramana, the scientific experimentation which was done on the supreme point of Hinduism himself. It was measured when doing daily activities. There is high activity measured in the brain where the third eye is located, and when in deep samadhi state, only the third eye region is active and almost 90% of the rest of the brain at peace. And all of this was measured using a PET machine, a positron emission tomography. Now let's get into the Sakshi Pramana, the live demonstration of the power of third eye.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes.
Yes. So now we have with us Manitya Brahma Yogananda and Manitya Virajananda with us.
I welcome you all with my love and respect. Let you all open all your three eyes.
As we wait for them, let me just explain this power of third eye and what the Balasans will be doing. Yes, so we have with us Ma Brahma Yoga and Ma Viraja today with us. And Ma Viraja will be putting on a blindfold and she will be reading whatever comments you put in the comment section after she is blindfolded. So Ma Brahma Yoga, you can show the eye band. And Ma Viraja, maybe you can explain the eye band. Any of you both of you can explain the eye band and how it is. The sides, you can show the sides, Ma Brahma Yoga. The back. Yes. So now this eye band will be put on Ma Viraja and you all can see it. How Ma Brahma Yoga puts it on. She will not be adding anything on the eye band. You all will be seeing it live as she puts the eye band on. Ma Brahma Yoga, you can put the eye band on from Ma Viraja. And there are no sorts of gadgets or anything on Ma Viraja in a way that she can get the answers or try seeing or basically get to know the answers of the comments, what is being commented in the YouTube comment section. Yes, so and if she wants any adjustment, she is asking Ma Brahma Yoga to do it. Ma Viraja, you can maybe speak a bit more louder. I think you're muted, Ma. Ma Brahma Yoga?
Yes, Ma Viraja, is it fine now? I request Ma Brahma Yoga to loosen the eye band a bit more.
Yes, so even the adjustment she is asking Ma Brahma Yoga to do. Because once the eye band is put, the Balasans will not be touching it to make it more foolproof. So you can turn to all the sides, Ma Viraja, to the right, to your left, up and down. You can turn to your right, Ma.
Loosen it a bit on this side.
Okay. Yes, so Ma Brahma Yoga is adjusting it a little more.
Yes, so I'll turn to my right. There. Up and down. So you can see that the eye band which I'm wearing right currently, it's intact into my face completely, where there's no sort of light entering into the mind field.
Yes. And it was put on her live in front of all of you. So now, Ma Viraja, you can start reading the comments which are coming in. Ma Brahma Yoga is opening the comments for her. Ma Viraja, in the meantime, when Ma Brahma Yoga is opening the comments for you, can you tell how do you see and Like, do you see it as it is, or do you see it? How do you see it when you're blindfolded? In just a
Uh,
few.
Actually, like in a normal days, like when you give me a small font book, I won't be able to read it. Like if it is really just small, like, if it's very small, I won't be able to read it with physical eyes. But with the power of the third eye, which Swami is initiated, whether any language or any font size or style, I'll be able to read it just through the power of initiation. So actually, third eye can go more deeper into your daily basic life. Yeah.
Yes. And you all can also see the side view of the camera. So there is nothing around Ma Virja which is there. Yes, Ma Virja, you can start reading the comments which are coming in.
Yes. So the latest comment which is posted, Vessel Tekaste has posted fire emojis, and he has posted five fire emojis, three that was like a blasting emojis,
Yes.
three
Go
daisy,
on.
and five heart emoji.
Yes, that's great. You can continue reading, Ma, the next few comments.
Dumitru Bonda has posted Nithyananda. Yes, Nithyananda Maya, I welcome you for this Devi Parashakti's Akashic, where you can ask your questions to Devi on a daily basis of your life. And Edson Montari has posted, okay, Shen M has posted, Balsins are powerful.
Yes, that was great. That was great, Ma Virja. And I think we have another comment. You can just read this comment.
Yes, again, Edson Montaria Ayas posted, Hi, can I have a body scanning, please? Sure, Aya. After this demo, we also will be demonstrating the power of body scanning, where where the Balsons will scan your body and tell what the problem you're facing and give you the best solution, which will give you the immediate recovery and lifelong recovery.
Yes, that was great, Ma Virja. Now, I see actually many more comments coming in. But with the interest of time, we will now be moving on to the next power of body scanning. So now, Ma Brahma Yoga, you can remove Ma Virja's eye band and show it in the camera. All of you will be able to see that it is, as it was when Ma Brahma Yoga had showed it to all of us earlier. Yes. Thank you, Ma Brahma Yoga. Yes. Now, we will all be moving into the next power of body scanning, where the Balisans will be scanning your body and tell any kind of illness or any disease, any kind of health problem which is there physically or mentally, and will also give a solution for that problem.
listen intensely. Life, consciousness in you does not end while your body drops dead. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones, lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge, desire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation, Paramashiva Padam, your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. Paramashivoham.
Yes. Sorry for the technical glitch. So now we will be moving into the power of body scanning. The Shastra Pramana for this power is from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Swadehe jagato vapi sukshma sukshma tarani cha tattvani yani nilayam dhyatvante vyajyate para. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest consecutive principles of your whole body, Swadeha, or of the whole universe simultaneously, consist of the essential reality. They are being absorbed in the source cause Paramashiva. By the experience of such restful awareness, one becomes complete from all thoughts, and the ultimate universal divine power, Paradevi Adishakti, is revealed, and the supreme power manifestation happens. The Apta Pramana for this power of body scanning is from the life of a Siddha. Terayar was a Siddha and one of the prominent disciples of Agathir. One day a man suffering from severe headache comes to Agathir for healing. Agathir uses the power of body scanning and identifies the root cause of the headache. He reveals that there is a small terai, a type of frog, sitting in the person's brain. Agathir immediately instructs Terayar, his disciple, to perform an open head surgery and remove the frog. After the surgery is completed successfully, the person is healed and cured of the headache. Thus, he gained the name Terayar. The Abna Pramana for this power, from the own life of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. On the 22nd of December 2019, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed how he used the power of body scanning. Paraphrasing his words, only when I had the multiple compound hand fracture, I was forced to go for surgery and therefore for medical checkups related to that. At that time, they detected heavy metal quantity in my different organs. It was revealed that I had been poisoned without our knowledge. I immediately used diagnostic methods instead of medical facilities to study the body condition due to the poisoning. Through body scanning, I found out what the problems, imbalances had happened and where balances had to be done. I used allopathy as a second opinion to verify my findings. And all of you can see on the screen the Sakshi Pramana, the direct experiences and results of the initiated disciples of the Supreme Pontiff. So you all can see that many devotees and disciples who have been initiated in these powers have shared their experiences. Now let's get into the live demonstration of the body scanning. Anyone who wants a body scanning can post your comments, can post a comment in the comment section on YouTube, and we will be doing a body scanning for you. So we have with us Manitya Brahmayogananda and Manitya Virajananda, and even I will be doing the body scanning. So I request whoever wants a body scanning, would like a body scanning, can post your comment in the comment section. Any viewers can comment in the comment section to have a body scanning, and we will be happy to do a body scanning, and we will also give the solution for it. So we have Edison Montague who has asked to have a body scanning. So Ma Brahma Yoga, you can start body scanning for Edison Montague. Yes, Edison Montague, Ma Brahma Yoga will be scanning you. She has started. She will be chanting the Mahavakya and she will be scanning and revealing. And anyone else also can post your comments. Okay, so Visen Tekeste has put scan me please. Mabiraja, will you can do Visen Tekeste. Ma, you will be Mabiraja will be scanning you. Okay, Sumi Murli Aya, you have asked for your wife. Yes, Aya. I will be doing. Yes. So, Murli Aya, I was able to see that your wife, I was able to see there is lots of imbalances in the blood, in the like there are many imbalances in the blood which are causing other imbalances in the body, and it's like it's balances in the hemoglobin, in the calcium, in like in different things in the body. So if every day she takes haritaki in the night, and just before the haritaki, maybe 10 to 15 minutes before the haritaki, a teaspoon of honey, organic honey, if she eats these two, the imbalances will be healed. So this is what I was Paramashiva revealed to me here. Yes, Ma Brahma Yoga and Ma Braja, you can share.
So I did the body scanning for Edson Monterio, and Aya, what Parameshwar revealed to me is that behind your neck and your shoulders and in your lower back, these three areas are hurting a lot for you, and because of that, you're not able to move your body a lot. You have to most of the time you're only sitting and you're not able to move it a lot, and this is happening because of the position in which you're sleeping in the night and the position in which you're sitting throughout the day. So you should start sitting in Padmasana with your back straight as much as you can for as much time as you can, and also you should start doing yoga every day in the morning at 4 o'clock. And if you continuously do this even for at least 1 week, you'll see that soon everything, all the back pain and the neck pain will heal for you. Yes. So Parameshwar reveals for Vasan Tekka state. So what Parameshwar revealed to me is that you have a very lower back pain, ma, and also how to say, towards the root area, the root of the spinal cord. Around that area, you have a really deep pain over there. And this pain happens very often for you, and at times you get stuck in a position. For example, if you sit straight for 1 hour to 1.5 hours straightly without moving, when you want to relax yourself, you immediately get caught over there. You get caught up over the muscle, get caught over there, and you feel intense pain in moving it up and everything. And so I'm able to see you have a very low back, you have a pain in the lower back area. And plus also along with that, also the prana flow in the energies also is not stable. It's not stable. So what I'm able to see the solution is for you is that you need to put more pressure on your left side of your body. Like, for example, like putting the shawl on the left side, putting something heavy on the left side of your body will heal, will stabilize the prana flow in your energy. And also for the lower back pain, take some castor oil and nicely massage it in the area for 1 week. You'll be completely be healed from this problem now. Yes, this is what Parmeshwar you would do.
Yes, so Edison Monterio, Ma Sumitra, and we send Tegeste. All of you can get back in the comments if you were able to relate to what we had said. And I'm seeing many other people commenting: Pooja Kumar, Vani Narayan, Shobik Chatterjee, Ma Andrea. All of you, I see that you're commenting and want a body scan. Actually, every day, the same time, 2 a.m. IST and 4 p.m. IST, we will be having the power manifestation. We will be having the darshans, and before that, we will be having this power manifestation demonstration. So all of you can put your comments. And Sumi Murali Aya, I think you're asking about a body scan which happened a few days ago. Okay, so just continue whatever the solution which was given, just continue for some time, and you can maybe ask again tomorrow, because now we have, in the interest of time, we have to move on to the next segments. So with this, I would like to conclude this session of Power Manifestation and thank all of you, all the viewers, for joining us today in this Power Manifestation segment. And now, after a small break, we will get into the next segment. Thank you.
This Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment easily, quickly, in accelerated speed and space. Understand the secret of Sayujya Mukti. Your Kundalini Shakti experiences the bondage inside your body due to compulsive sexual appetite. All the male bodies building intense yogic body through yoga and pranayama, building the mind of Tyaga-centric, will heal your compulsive sexual appetite and make you reach Sayujya. All female bodies, love-centered care, serving every being, will liberate you from the compulsive sexual appetite and make your Kundalini reach Sahasrara, which is Kailasa, Paramashivoham, Sayujya. Paramashivoham.
Nityanandam. Welcome back to all the viewers after the really interesting, amazing power demonstration. For each and every one of you who had participated, were active in the chats during the power manifestation, every single day this is happening, and you can connect and have Nityananda Gurukul Balasan body scanning from them. And this is a very interesting and amazing experience to start experiencing Shaktini Pada, the feeling connection, the oneness with Paramashiva. In this next segment, we are going to be understanding the introduction to Devi Parashakti. Today, we have the program, the Devi Parashakti Akashic readings. If you are joining with us just now on all the different platforms, this is a very unique program that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is offering, is giving to each and every one of us in order to manifest our next breakthrough in our lives. Now, for many of you who don't know, for many of you who might not understand, now let us have a brief introduction into Devi Parashakti and the Divine Feminine Consciousness. In the Lalita Sahasranamam, the Dhyana Shloka, the Dhyana Shloka reads, the Divine Mother who is to be meditated upon as shining in vermilion, red body with triple eyes, sporting a crown of rubies, studded with the crescent moon, a face of small smiles and splendid bust, one hand with a flask full, a jewel cup full of mead, and another twirling a red lotus. In the next verse, the Dhyana Shloka Parashakti means, I meditate on the Divine Mother, the great Empress. She is the red in color, and her eyes are full of compassion and holds the noose, the goad, the bow, and the flowery arrow in her hands. She is surrounded on all sides by prayers such as Animam and for the rays of the self within me. Devi is the ultimate feminine consciousness. Parashakti is the cosmic mother. It is her womb from which billions and billions of universes are going in and coming out. She is the source where all the Big Bang and black holes go on. Parashakti is the source Shakti, the source energy, and the source power from which all of us came, and in which all of us are even now, and in which all of us are going to merge at the end of our lives. Out of her extreme love and compassion, Parashakti herself is manifesting through the Nijavatara, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, and gracing each and every one of us, answering each and every one of our prayers, and attending to our prayers, are giving boons, giving healing for any of our ailments or diseases, revealing our past, giving a breakthrough that we need in our lives. She is literally revealing the past and future and delivering this profound spiritual truths, guiding humanity as a whole, as she has done in pralayas and different demonic resurgences in the past. Now Devi Parashakti once again is coming down and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham. In her words, her eloquent, divine, and awakening words, she describes raising as Omkara, expressing as the Vedas and Agamas, blossomed as Hrimkara, filled as Parashodasi, living in 40 triangles, the Kailasa Swamini, who is the Kailasa Sri Puras Chintamani, Parashodasi, sitting as a part of Paramashiva, Parameshwari, who rules the world, Parashakti, Manonmani, Meenakshi, as Nityananda. I took the Nijavatar to give good boons to everyone, to bestow all goodness. Hiranya Garbha Swarupini, Brahmanda Yoni, Shami, Chandramauli, Rapala, Aparana, Uma Parvati, Savitri, Samrajya Lakshmi, Parameshwari, Parashodasi, Meenakshi, taking the form of Nityananda. I came here as Nijavatar with great compassion. I am blessing, listen, all people. To do good to all of you, I took the form of Nithyananda and came down as Nijavatara. Raising in Omkara, blossoming as Shiva, Shiva manifesting as the source of existence, powers of existence, expression of existence, from oneness of Om, blossoming into two of as Prakriti and Purusha, blossoming into three as the Shaktis, the Ichha, Kriya, and Jnana, and growing as the four Vedas, expanding as the five Panchabhutas, beyond six chakras, and as the five Panchabhutas, and filling as the gotras of the seven rishis and expanding in all of the 8 directions, existing as the 9 grahas and creating all the worlds, and blossoming as the 10 indriyas and becoming the 11 rudras, bringing life and to tell and make truth blossom and to do good. Parashodasi, Meenakshi, in every form, I came to bless every one of you. Now, out of his grace and compassion, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has guided each and every one of us on how we can connect deeply to Devi Parashakti. He said, literally, you are seeing Paramashiva and Parashakti at that moment. She is there in your screen, so always receive her very traditionally. For those of you who may not know, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism gave very detailed explanation, description, and steps as to how we can offer gratitude traditionally to Devi Parashakti when she is giving darshan. So the instructions are to keep 2 betel leaf, 1 banana, 1 betel nut, and 1 coin in front of the screen and watch Devi lovingly. And in Hinduism, the coin is actually considered a traditional dakshina. So it can be in India a paisa, or in the US even 1 cent. Any amount of money that you feel you want to offer, you can offer, and after some time it'll be a cumulative sum of money. That money you can send to Nityanandeshwara Los Angeles Hindu Temple in the USA, and it will be offered as a donation. Ultimately, it is not here, this offering is not about monetizing something or gaining money off of something, profiting off of something. Very clearly, in the sacred scriptures, which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving today, it is shown the science of how rituals can help each and every one of you not take for granted the presence of the divine, and make sure that you have a deep experience in every single time that you are connecting to Devi Parashakti. The rituals actually break the monotonous and unconscious mentality that we are stuck with and we're not able to get out of. They remind you and raise you to the powerful cognitions, and it will break your unconscious behavior. So just doing a small ritual at the beginning of the Devi Parashakti Akashic reading can mean so much, and it can be so powerful for each and every one of you to experience feeling connection and start manifesting the powers of Paramashiva even after the Devi Parashakti Akashic readings. Yes, we can go on to the next slide. So how to set up for the puja upon the starting of the Devi Parashakti Akashic reading? You just have to collect 2 betel leaf, 1 banana, 1 betel nut, and 1 coin, any kind of currency that you'd like to offer. It can be as low as you would like, and even a penny if you want, or even a paise. And it can be, and here you can see how we are setting up traditionally. Usually they offer coconut, even bangles and kumkum to Devi Parashakti. If you don't have those, there's no problem. And offer always with flowers and betel leaf and betel nut, and always some kind of fruit or any kind of offering which you'd like to give to Devi Parashakti as naivedyam, as the food offering. Yes, next slide. Now we will understand from Devi Parashakti how Akashic reading happens, what it is really, what's the definition of Akashic reading, how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has defined Akashic reading for each and every one of us, and how he has laid out a very sacred space and offered it, allowed each and every one of us to enter into that space, enter into that extremely sacred and intimate space, and start manifesting our breakthrough. Akashic readings are records created in space. Whatever has happened in time is there as a file. Nothing can be destroyed. And we have to understand, none of your actions, thoughts, plans, emotions, words, nothing can actually be destroyed. Akashic records are the cosmic archives of everything that has happened, happening, and will happen. And Akashic records are the verbal, visual, five-dimensional document. Whatever is happening is continuously getting recorded. And all of the information you collected from all of your births is in your DNA. From the time that you are just an amoeba until today, all of your births, every action, every thought, emotion, plan, everything is all recorded inside of your DNA. And unfortunately, forgetting all of this, we tend to act on our patterns again and again without manifesting the breakthrough that we want in our life. And not to waste time doing this, the Avatar has made the Akashic records available for each and every one of us to start understanding and making that breakthrough happen. It is not a prediction. It is a reading from the cosmic archives. And there's no such thing as past, present, and future. Beyond space, creation and destruction happen simultaneously. In the dimension of time starts the past, present, and future. But in the Akashic records, there is no past, no present, and no future. Everything is there is what is called as happened, happening, or yet to happen. And everything is already clearly recorded. And in the words of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself, he said, nobody has the right to comment on these readings. Nobody has the right to interpret or manipulate or give their own suggestions off of these readings. They are complete unto themselves. And for anybody who wants to live in tune with the cosmos, with Jivan Mukti, living enlightenment. And it does not need any kind of special practice other than listening to these great readings again and again. When you listen to these great readings, naturally your negative logic is penetrated and it's broken such that a lasting transformation can happen inside of you. These great truths can settle in your inner space and make you live enlightenment. As Avatar of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has graced humanity with the blessings and darshan in the form of Devi Parashakti. And he is revealing answers to the questions of yearning seekers who are looking for solutions, looking for a breakthrough, or looking for liberation from the pain and suffering they're going through. It's not just you or me, it's the whole of humanity that Devi Parashakti is continuously guiding. Any answer given by Devi Parashakti is not just an answer, but a karmic breakthrough for the receiver. And her very presence on planet Earth now, continuously giving each and every one of us an opportunity to sit in her presence, is a breakthrough for the whole of humanity itself. Bhagavan Paramashiva, in the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, in Dharana 61, Sutra 60, in Sutra 6, he says, looking at the spotless, infinite etheric space, Akasha, beyond the sky and clouds, one should fix one gaze from the third eye without blinking, continuously making the body and inner space steady and motionless. In that very moment, O Devi, one attains the nature and powers of the space, of the infinite space, Bhairava. The Apta Pramana for Akashic reading is from the great epic Mahabharata. In the Hindu Purana, it narrates the story of the sage Maitreya, who reveals the secrets of Vidura, the story of his birth in human form and reasons for all of his suffering. Sage Maitreya accessed the Akashic records and told Vidura that he is not any ordinary man, but an incarnation of Lord Yamaraj himself, and he was to play the part of a so-called Sudra for 100 years, being cursed by Manduka Muni. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism says, all the information you collected from all your births is in your DNA. And you can access some of these so that we do not waste time in doing the same actions again and again. Accessing the DNA code, reading the Akashic records will be useful to you to be liberated from your default future, bringing an end to binding patterns and known and unknown suffering, leading you to experience enlightenment of Paramashivoham. The initiated Balasans can view the Akashic records, but it is only an avatar incarnation who can edit, alter, upgrade, and change the Akashic records. And during the darshan and dikshas, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism blesses and upgrades the Akashic records as per the prayer of the devotee. Now, in summary, what can you ask and what will you be able to have at the end of this program after the Devi Parashakti Akashic reading? First, the most accurate and unbiased answer to any questions about your life, destiny, purpose, or any everyday part of your life. You can be spiritually healed or physical and emotional problems with just one look from the divine. And you can understand the reasons behind your life's happenings. You can receive blessings to fulfill your right desires, and you can get the clarity to redesign your future. All of this and absolutely, ultimately more is upcoming as we enter more and more towards the Devi Parashakti Akashic readings. So now we've come to a conclusion to this segment in today's program as an introduction to Devi Parashakti and the Akashic records. Now we'll be going further into exciting segments in today's program after a very short break. We'll be right back with you.
Listen intensely. Life, consciousness in you does not end while your body drops dead. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones, lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge, desire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation, Paramashiva Padam, your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. This Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment easily, quickly, in accelerated speed and space. Understand the secret of Sayujya Mukti. Your Kundalini Shakti experiences the bondage inside your body due to compulsive sexual appetite. All the male bodies building intense yogic body through yoga and pranayama, building the mind of Tyaga centric, will heal your compulsive sexual appetite and make you reach Sayujya. All female bodies, love-centered care, serving every being will liberate you from the compulsive sexual appetite and make your Kundalini reach Sahasrara, which is Kailasa, Paramashivoham, Sayujya. Listen intensely. Life, consciousness in you does not end while your body drops dead. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones, lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge, desire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation, Paramashivoham, your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. This Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment easily, quickly, in accelerated speed and space. Understand the secret of Sayujya Mukti. Your Kundalini Shakti experiences the bondage inside your body due to compulsive sexual appetite. All the male bodies building intense yogic body through yoga and pranayama, building the mind of Tyaga centric, will heal your compulsive sexual appetite and make you reach Sayujya. All female bodies, love-centered care, serving every being will liberate you from the compulsive sexual appetite and make your Kundalini reach Sahasrara, which is Kailasa, Paramashivoham, Sayujya.
Nithyanandam? Nithyanandam, welcome back to all the viewers after that short break. We had an introduction to Devi Parashakti and Akashic readings. Now that we understand more about Devi Parashakti and Akashic readings, what is for and the context behind it, and the sacred space that we're about to enter, let's now enter into a very special segment where we'll understand the different revelations that Devi Parashakti has given to the world, and has guided each and every being out there in order to survive and sail through the pralaya that is ongoing. Each and every one of us know that it is extremely tense and stressful times for so many people across the world. Many people have a extremely tumultuous time ahead of them and are not able to navigate their lives at this time. Devi Parashakti gives extremely well-endowed guidance for each and every one of us, and gives a guidance that we can take. If we take heed, we can have and manifest a breakthrough in our lives. Yes, we can go on to the next slide. So in today's segment, we'll be understanding some of the revelations from Devi Parashakti herself, and we will be then understanding that and having the English translation, and then seeing how this fits into our world and life, how Devi Parashakti has given us the ultimate guidance just for each and every one of us to sail through this pralaya, to have super conscious breakthrough and live the ultimate lifestyle, live enlightenment, even at these extremely tense times. So now we'll be watching a brief video from the Devi Parashakti Akashic readings of the 27th of April 2021, when Devi Parashakti revealed about a special revelation on the neem flower.
That comes from your muscle memory. But the way you cognize you, Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
completing with all the viewers for that technical glitch. We'll go on to the next slide. Now, let us understand the words of Devi Parashakti, which she revealed. She said, listen intensely, apply turmeric in the forehead, intake flour on your inner tongue, be in the unclutched state in your heart, in your lower abdomen, and keep onion in your heels as a protection before you established in Samadhi, the state of Parameshwari. I am blessing you all. This is a sweet way to get rid of diseases, suffering, ailment, mental stress, depression during this pralaya. Oh people, if any hardships happen, I am giving you the complete enlightenment and Paramashiva Padam. Let you live with stability, always be with you and protect you. Don't worry. Yes, now let us understand. Watch this video on how to sit in Padmasana with the revelations given by Devi Parashakti.
You will be able to sit in Padmasana like me. Eat the rice with a neem flower. This is the instruction for all the humanity. Neem flower and the rice will heal your body and remove all the pains, induce flexibility, samana and prana, detox your body and clear apana.
Yes, now moving on to the next slides. Moving on to the next slides. Understanding the benefits of neem flower for building a healthy and yogic body. Devi Parashakti revealed, you will be able to sit in Padmasana like me if you eat the rice with neem flower. This is the instruction for all of humanity. Neem flower and rice will heal the body and remove all pains, induce flexibility, samana and prana, and detox your body and clear apana. Now, we have seen cross-referenced this, what Devi Parashakti had revealed, with what so many different scientific researchers have revealed, have shown to us, proven to us about the neem flower. And here we have health benefits of the neem flower, including several health benefits. All three parts of the tree are useful and known for its medicinal use. The flowers, just as the leaves, have plenty of therapeutic benefits, which explains its many uses in Ayurvedic medicines since the ages. Neem flowers actually help in improving digestive health, and they are used mainly in their dry powdered form for cooking. It can be included in fried, boiled, dried, or roasted forms in rice dishes and in sauces for therapeutic purposes. And neem flower is also great for weight loss. Neem flowers are extremely effective in losing fat, mostly from the belly area. And the flower is known for the potent properties which help in fat breakdown. Neem flower is also known to be extremely beneficial for liver health. And it says here that dry flowers can be powdered and consumed every morning, mixed in a glass of warm water. And it helps cleansing the liver and removes unwanted toxins from the body. It is good for liver health as it acts as a purifier. Dried neem flowers in their powdered form can be consumed every morning with a glass of water. It helps in blood detoxification and purifies the body internally, and this means clearer and glowing complexion. Consuming neem flowers on a regular basis also helps improving metabolism. It improves blood circulation and is good for immunity and offers great positivity. Neem flowers are also used in treatment of belching, nausea, anorexia, and intestinal worms. Ayurveda says that it is leaves of magical for the eyes and beneficial for treating headaches and skin. Further, in the benefits of the neem flower. Neem flowers are caused hypolipidemic effects when administered on rabbits. So dietary neem flowers caused a marked decrease in the glutathione S transferase activity in the liver 12 and also possess chemopreventive potential on mammary and liver carcinogenesis. So essentially, the neem flowers are extremely beneficial in weight loss and in cleansing the liver and making new liver cells. The next slide, please. Neem flower is considered as an antiseptic that can cleanse your entire system and is also known to cure skin impurities when applied on the skin. During the summer, the Chaitre month, as a tradition, neem flower, jaggery salt, can be mixed and eaten. And this balances and heats the body and balances the pitta in the body. And boiling the water with neem flower strengthens the liver. This is also an excellent remedy for children for worms. For immunity, if you want to take the neem flower, you need to soak the neem flower in buttermilk with salt and have that for 3 days or so. And then you have to keep it in an airtight container, and it can be roasted in gingerly oil and can be consumed regularly. Just soak the flower in the water overnight, early morning. If we start drinking that water, it will help strengthen the body for balancing the pitta. You need to roast the flowers in ghee and can be made as tuyaval with curry leaves. The next slide, please. Yes. So all of these are the benefits of the neem flower. And with the grace and blessings of Devi Parashakti herself, it is an amazing remedy for each and every one of us to improve our health and cure depression and improve any kinds of ailments, diseases that you might have. You might have any skin disease, or if you're having any kind of liver disease. Many of us out there are suffering from liver cirrhosis or having extreme pains in our sides, which sometimes might be liver cysts and abnormalities in the liver. All of this, the Ayurvedic treatment, as per so many sources, and even now with the blessings of Devi Parashakti herself, with supplemental medicines, the neem flower can be absolutely beneficial for each and every one of you to have. Not only that, it is a detox material for the entire system. So any toxins which have accumulated for you in your body, which you have experienced from time immemorial, from whenever you know, but you're not able to go past that. You're not able to cleanse your system. Maybe your system just needs a detox. This neem flower has been shown to be absolutely beneficial for so many people to have a breakthrough, to cleanse your entire system and start functioning, your body start functioning with integrity to your goals. That ultimately is what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism defines as health. Having a healthy body means your body is able to align itself, is able to do what it has made itself for, is able to do what you have as its goal. So if you are feeling that you're not able to do that and you're not sure of what is the breakthrough, what can cleanse your entire system, detox your entire system, and now Devi Parashakti has revealed that neem flower is an absolutely perfect remedy for treating and helping, aiding each and every one of us during this pralaya. Devi Parashakti has revealed so much about the ongoing pralaya, the cosmic deluge and the pandemic. She has revealed about the economy, about the Third World War, about how the future will exist, how every person will have breakthrough, and ultimately has revealed so much of guidance for each and every one of us during these times. If you would like to ask a question, request a prayer, or ask a boon to Devi Parashakti, you have an opportunity today. And in this platform, you have an opportunity to create a breakthrough in your life. Make a breakthrough happen in where you want. You can ask your questions on any of the social media platforms, on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or Instagram. And you can use the hashtag AskTheAvatar, tag @Sri Nithyananda, and request a prayer to Devi Parashakti. And on this platform, whenever Devi Parashakti is coming, she will read your question, and you will have the grace and blessings of Devi Parashakti herself in your life. We have so many people who are sharing about just miracles happening in their life, addictions that they were able to cure just out of nowhere, miraculously, being able to see their family members recover from disease, being able to have manifest a wealth breakthrough in your life. Whatever it is that you want, you can have that breakthrough in your life right now, today, when we're starting to ask the questions to Devi Parashakti. We have this opportunity soon, and you'll also be getting to understand how we can ask those questions and more in the next segments of today's program. Before we go on to the next segments of today's program, we'll have a short break and be right back with you shortly.
Intensely, life, consciousness in you does not end while your body drops dead. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones, lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge, desire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation, Paramashiva Padam, your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. This Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment easily, quickly, in accelerated speed and space. Understand the secret of Sayujya Mukti. Your Kundalini Shakti experiences the bondage inside your body due to compulsive sexual appetite. All the male bodies building intense yogic body through yoga and pranayama, building the mind of Tyaga-centric, will heal your compulsive sexual appetite and make you reach Sayujya. all female bodies, love-centered care, serving every being will liberate you from the compulsive sexual appetite and make your kundalini reach Sahasrara, which is Kailasa, Paramashivoham, Sayujya.
Health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasians.
Yes. Now we're going to understand one of the another Akashic revelations that Devi Parashakti had given for each and every one of us to understand. For many of us, this question, what is the purpose of our life? What is birth? What is death? What is life itself? Is an existential question that many of us face at some point or another in our lives. Devi Parashakti gave us that answer in the divine revelations on the 31st of May 2020 about the types of birth, and also if you are Hindu, especially how your birth is significant amongst all births, and what we Hindus should start aligning ourselves now towards. So let's now understand and watch the Devi Parashakti Akashic reading on the sacred secret of Hindu birth.
நன்றாய் கேட்டுக்கொள். உன் கேள்விக்கு உன்மூலமாய் உலகெங்கும் இருக்கும் இந்துக்கள் எல்லோர்க்கும் அளிக்கின்றேன் உத்திரம். கேட்டு வாழ்ந்தால் உங்கள் வாழ்க்கை பத்திரம். நன்றாய் கேளுங்கள். பிறப்பின் ரகசியத்தை பிறப்பிலா பெருமை உடைய பரமேஸ்வரி சொல்லுகின்றேன் கேளுங்கள். அண்டஜம், யோனிஜம், ஜலஜம், பீஜம் எனும் 4 விதமான பிறவிகளில் 84,000 யோனிகளில் பிறக்கும் பிறப்புகளிலேயே பெருமை வாய்ந்ததும் உத்தமமானதும் மனித பிறவி. அந்த மனித பிறவியிலும் பலமுறை பிறந்து உழன்று அரசியல், பொருளாதாரம், சுகபோகம், தர்மம், அர்த்தம், காமம் எனும் ஆசைகள், துக்கங்கள், அச்சங்கள் அனைத்திலும் அழன்று உழன்று இனி வேண்டாம் இப்பிறவி, வேண்டுவது மோட்சமே என்று முடிவெடுத்தோர்க்கு மட்டுமே ஹிந்து மத யோனிஜம், ஹிந்து பெற்றோர்க்கு பிறந்திடும் சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்ம யோனிஜம். மனித பிறவி உத்தமம், சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்ம மனித பிறவி உத்தமோத்தமம். இந்த உத்தமோத்தம பிறவி எடுத்த எல்லோருக்கும் ஜீவன் முக்த விஞ்ஞானத்தையும் சனாதன தர்மத்தையும் காக்கின்ற கடமையும் உண்டு. அதனால் வருகின்ற நன்மையெல்லாம் அனுபவிக்கும் உரிமையும் உண்டு. இந்த கடமையை செய்வோம் என்று சத்தியம் செய்ததனால்தான் அந்த உரிமை அளிக்கப்பட்டது. பூமிக்கு வந்தபின் மனம் மயங்கி மதிமயங்கி சனாதன தர்மம் காக்க மறந்ததனால் மாயை அவர்கள் உயிரை பறிக்கின்றாள். நன்றாய் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். உயிரை கொடுத்தாலும் தர்மத்தை காப்போம் என்று உறுதி எடுத்தவர்க்கே சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்ம யோனிஜம் அளிக்கின்றேன் யான். உடல் பெற்ற பிறகு ஊழிப் பெருவலியால் ஆசை அச்சங்களை உதறவிடாது, உதறியும் விடாது சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்மம் காக்க மறந்தோரை உயிர் வாழத் தகுதியில்லாதவர் பட்டியலில் உடனடியாய் மாயை சேர்க்கின்றாள். அதனால் ராட்சசர்களும் அசுரர்களும் தானாகவே இவர்கள் உயிரை எடுக்கின்றார். நன்றாய் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். உயிரை கொடுத்தாலும் தர்மம் காப்போம் என்று நிற்பவர்க்கு நிலைத்திடும் வீரஸ்வர்க்கமும் கைலாச பதவியும், எக்காரணம் கொண்டும் தர்மம் காக்க மறந்த உத்தமோத்தம ஜனனமான சனாதன ஹிந்து ஜனனம் பெற்ற மக்களுக்கு இல்லை வேறு கதி. சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்ம மனித ஜனனம் உத்தமோத்தம மனித ஜனனம். உங்கள் உரிமை உலகில் அதிகம், உங்களுக்கு கடமையும் உலகில் பெரிது. தர்மம் காத்தலே கடமை, தர்மம் காக்காதார்க்கு உயிர் வாழும் உரிமை இல்லை. நன்றாய் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். உத்தமோத்தம பிறவியான சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்ம பிறவி எடுத்த எல்லோரும் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். உங்கள் வாழ்வின் முதற்கடமை தர்மம் காத்தல். தர்மம் காக்க தர்மம் உங்களை காக்கும். சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்மம் காக்க மறந்திட்டால் வாழும் உரிமையை நீங்கள் இழந்து விடுகின்றீர்கள். அதற்கு மேல் வாழ்ந்தென்ன அழிந்தென்ன? பூமிக்கு பாரம் குறையட்டும் என்று அசுரர்களும் ராட்சதர்களும் உங்களை உண்டு தீர்க்கின்றார்கள். அதையும் மாயை கண்டு சும்மாவிருப்பாள். பிரபஞ்ச ரகசியத்தை, பிறவியின் ரகசியத்தை உலகிற்கெல்லாம் உத்தரமாய்ச் சொல்லிவிட்டேன். புரிந்து வாழ்வில் நடந்து உயிரை பத்திரமாய் பார்த்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். அன்னை சொல்லும் அருள் சத்தியம் இது. ஓம் ஓம்.
Yes, now let us understand the English translation of what Devi Parashakti had just revealed. She said, Listen, Andhajam, Yonijam, Jalajam, and Bijam. Like this in 4 types of births in 8400,000 yonis. In all of these births, the most greatest birth of all of them is the human birth. Even in that human birth, being born and toiled many times after getting burned and toiled into politics, finance, and luxuries, in dharma, artha, kama. And those who decide of not wanting this birth, wanting only moksha, only those have Hindu dharma yonijam, the of being born to Hindu parents. Human birth is uttamam, best. Sanatana Hindu dharma human birth is uttamottamam, the best of the best. Everyone who took this birth, who took the Uttamottama birth, has the responsibility of protecting the science of living enlightenment and Sanatana Hindu Dharma. And also they have the right to experiencing its benefits. This right was given to them because of their commitment given by them to do this responsibility. After coming to Bhuloka, by getting mentally deluded and forgetting the dharma of protecting Sanatana Dharma, Maya, she is taking away all their soul. Understand carefully, I am giving the Sanatana Hindu Dharma Yonijam only for those who gave the commitment of protecting Sanatana Dharma, even by giving their life. After getting the body, because of painful deluge, not dropping fear and greed, for those who forgot to protect Sanatana Hindu Dharma, Maya, she will immediately add them all to the list of those who are not worthy of living. Therefore, Rakshasas and Asuras are automatically taking away their life. Understand properly, for those who stand that even by giving their life, they will protect Dharma, will permanently have Veera Swarga and Kailasa Padavi. For any reason, people who forgot to protect Dharma, having the Uttamottama birth of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, there is no other way for them. Sanatana Hindu Dharma, human birth is Uttamottama human birth. Your rights in this world are immense. Also, your responsibility in this world is large. Protecting Dharma is responsibility. Those who do not protect Dharma, they have the right to live. They do not have the right to live. Understand properly, all those who took the Uttamottama birth, which Sanatana Hindu Dharma birth, all of you understand. Devi Parashakti is telling us, the first responsibility of your life is protecting Dharma. If you protect Dharma, Dharma will protect you. If you forget to protect Sanatana Hindu Dharma, you lose the right of living. After that, what bothers whether you live or get destroyed? Asuras and Rakshasas will eat you, so that the burden on earth is reduced. Seeing that, Maya, she will keep quiet. Now let us understand the responsibilities of Hindus to revive the Hindu nation. Hinduism represents the world's most ancient yet progressive indigenous spiritual tradition. It is an open framework model of a civilization that stands for global peace, vegetarianism, non-violence, yoga, worship of nature, temple-based living, manifesting spiritual powers and inherent divinity of every being. The Hindu nations were ecosystems where more and more enlightened beings could be produced so that enlightened civilization could be kept alive and its great gifts shared to the world. There are so many references of Hindu nations from Hindu scriptures. Hindu nation ruled by Bhagavan Rama says there's no windows to lament, nor there were any danger from wild animals, nor were there any fear of any born diseases. The world was bereft of thieves and robberies. No one felt worthless, nor did old people perform obsequies concerning youngsters. Every creature felt pleased. Everyone was intent on virtue. Turning their eyes towards Rama alone, creatures did not kill one another. This is continuing on Rama Rajya, the Hindu nation ruled by Bhagavan Rama. People survived for thousands of years with thousands of progeny, all free of illness and grief. And the trees were bearing flowers and fruits regularly without any injury by pests or insects. The clouds were raining in time and the wind was delightful to touch. Every caste was performing their own duties, satisfied with their own work and bereft of any greed. People were intent on virtue and lived without telling lies. All the people were endowed with excellent characteristics, all engaged in virtue. Also in the Srimad Mahabharata, the Hastinapur kingdom ruled by Yudhishthira is described. Devas granted rains to fulfill all wants. The world became free of all disease. There was no hunger or thirst anywhere. There was no mental suffering. Those without livelihood were given livelihood. There was abundance all around. There was no worldly worries left for anyone, and there was no cause to fear either. Happiness on earth was, in fact, even greater than in the heavens. Now, not only that, but the contributions of Hindu nations to the modern day world is in every single field, whether it be, of course, enlightenment, health, medicine, art, science, technology, aviation, dance and music, clothes and jewelry, social systems, judicial systems, political systems, legal systems, in every single field. Hindu contribution was major. But how were nations destroyed? First, it was this destruction of Hindu civilization by the Islamic invasions. The physical act of the destruction of the Hindu civilization, which spanned from 800 to 1700 AD. And we have references from Will Durant, the story of the heritage of India, how Muhammad had done a conquest of robbery and literally pillaged every single village, raped women, killed children, and enslaved men during this period of 800 AD to 1700 AD. The next slide, please. Here we have a reference from Abdullah Wahab, who had literally pulled out references from the Islamic law and the records that the invaders kept about how they had kept track of all of the deaths that happened, all of the people enslaved, all of an amount of gold that was robbed from each and every villager, and how the entire civilization was entirely demolished. They recognized how Hindus lived richly and planned to destroy and rob it completely, bringing it down to its skeleton, bringing the entire civilization down to its knees. Next slide, please. Overall, the Islamic invasions were 200 million Hindus slaughtered by Muslim invaders, 100,000 temples destroyed, and 1 million deities and sculptures destroyed. The conquering armies burnt villages, devastated the land, plundered people's wealth, took Brahmins and children and women, all the classes captive, flagged and thonged them, and carried a moving prison with them, and converted the prisoners into obsequious Turks. This is from one of the most famous authors who had done collective research on the Islamic invasions. The next slide, please. In phase two was the British occupation, where from 1700 to 1947, the economic and psychological destruction of the Hindu civilization took place. Will Durant in his book had realized how people were entirely starved, and literally, he says, he saw death before his eyes. The next slide, please. In phase two of the British occupation, so much of discrimination against the indigenous people was put into law and practice. So many armed British officials were placed in strategic positions to ensure that no Hindus could allow to practice their own religion. So many local industries and indigenous traditions, indigenous industries were destroyed, and all the profit went to the British government and even back to England, where it profited the nation that was in the making across seas. The next slide, please. During the British occupation, $45 trillion was lost from India over 200 years. 45 million deaths occurred, and 680 nations, indigenous kingdoms, were usurped by the British kingdoms. During the phase 3, the secular India, where we're seeing from 1947 to the present day, from when India was independent from the British until today, we see how we got a secular India. The next slide, please. We're seeing how in so many different ways, Hindus started to degrade themselves and the laws of Hindu religion became mainstream. The next slide, please. Modern day Indian legal system and academia goes against Hindu teachings and literally teaches how Hindu teachings, how to Hindu traditions and customs are all morally wrong or are in some way illegitimate. The next slide, please. The entire culture is debased, and even today, media narratives use this stereotype to demoralize Hindus, delegitimize Hinduism itself, where now today the mass does not even believe in the Hindu customs that we have practiced for centuries, for thousands of years. The next slide, please. Now, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving the Hindu nation. During the time of Mahabharata, we had 56 deshas, 1,700 samsthanas, 10,000 sampradayas, and now we have all lost all of it. We have lost all 56, and there's not one nation. The last nation was Nepal, which lost its Hindu status in 2007. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism says, I am the collective voice for all the persecuted Hindus. I will revive and rebuild a Hindu nation, build on Vedagamic principles as a refuge for all practicing and aspiring Hindus, a safe haven for all persecuted Hindus. This revival of Kailasa, the Hindu nation, is reviving this whole life of enlightened civilization and all the great things that it has to offer to the world. It is bringing legitimacy to all of the offerings of Sanatana Hindu Dharma and sharing it with the whole world. That is the purpose of Kailasa. Kailasa is a revival of a cosmic constitution, and it's a model of how the enlightened civilization should be living and administered. Politics, judiciary, education, economy, everything will be revived through Kailasa, as Paramashiva revealed in the Vedagamic scriptures of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. And being one of the most persecuted civilizations, Hinduism is on the brink of extinction, such that the next generation may know Hinduism only from history books. So what can we do to stand up for the Hindu civilization and all that it has to offer for the world? Today, Hinduism is literally a political orphan. The preservation and restoration of Hinduism's spiritual and cultural heritage is impossible without a national identity. Each and every one of us must reclaim our Hindu identity. We must understand what it means to be Hindu and how as we were born as Hindus, we have a responsibility to keep Hinduism, Sanatana Hindu Dharma, alive. Hinduism is responsible, Hindu identity is responsible, and Hindu scriptures are responsible. It is Hindu scriptures which has given us the best mental setup, the best in our life, and all the things we Hindus have. Hindu scriptures are responsible. If you are Hindu, you are successful in your life right now, you have to understand that it is because of our scriptures, because of our upbringing, because of what our ancestors, what Paramashiva himself has given us. It is now time. We must protect the Dharma. We must protect the Sanatana Hindu Dharma. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the sole spiritual Hindu leader that is courageous enough and that has actually done the work in order to protect Hinduism for the next generation. He has revived the nation of Kailasa, and it is the only hope, not just for Hindus, but for humanity itself. This is ultimately what Devi Parashakti herself has been continuously saying. Devi Parashakti, who manifested in the form, the Nijavatar, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is guiding each and every one of us today in these Devi Parashakti Akashic readings and protecting each and every one of us. We must take this time now to ensure that we know we are, as Hindus, we are responsible for protecting Hindu Dharma and protecting the whole world. Now, we're inviting all of the Hindus, born Hindus, practicing Hindus, sympathetic people who are sympathetic towards Hindus or curious towards Hinduism, who are wanting to explore and enjoy Hinduism. You can become a part of this revival. Kailasa is the only Hindu nation and it is needed for humanity. Devi Parashakti is guiding each and every one of us in ensuring we take heed and protecting us during this pralaya. And she has told time and again how the avatar, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, in the revival of Kailasa, is protecting Hindus and Hinduism worldwide in order to be saved for the future generation. If you have a question for Parashakti today, if you feel that you want to be a part of Kailasa, you can ask that question today during the Devi Parashakti Akashic reading or any day on any of the social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube. You can comment using the hashtag AskTheAvatar and tag @Sri Nithyananda. And if you feel you are Hindu and you are responsible, then you can ask for the blessings and guidance of Devi Parashakti to be responsible for Sanatana Hindu Dharma and become a part of Kailasa. With this, we'll now enter into the next segments of today's program and enter further into and closer to the most awaited, most exciting Devi Parashakti Akashic reading. Before that, we will get back to you after a short break.
Listen intensely. Life, consciousness in you does not end while your body drops dead. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones, lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge, desire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation, Paramashiva Padam. Your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. This Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, Hindu, jnana, sannyasa, yoga, grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment easily, quickly, in accelerated speed and space. Understand the secret of Sayujya Mukti. Your Kundalini Shakti experiences the bondage inside your body due to compulsive sexual appetite. All the male bodies building intense yogic body through yoga and pranayama, building the mind of Tyaga centric, will heal your compulsive sexual appetite and make you reach Sayujya. All female bodies, love-centered care, serving every being will liberate you from the compulsive sexual appetite and make your Kundalini reach Sahasrara, which is Kailasa, Paramashivoham, Sayujya.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Shadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, everyone. So, welcoming you all for this very special Devi Bhava Samadhi Darshan and Akashic readings. So we had a wonderful introduction, the demonstration of the powers of third eye, and who is Devi Parashakti and what are literally the Akashic records. So you would have already watched a clip where Parashakti revealing the secrets and truths to the humanity, literally even about the COVID-19 pandemic, which is killing the humanity across the globe. So now, how can we offer our gratitude to Parashakti, our devotion to Parashakti? How do we manifest our reality? By connecting with her deeply. So, what is one more easiest way is the various offerings that we can offer at her feet. So, let us now understand more about the various offerings and significance of offerings. So, offering is a giving of divine gift of pure love, pure devotion and oneness. And literally it consists of two parts. So number one is you giving and number two is Parashakti accepting. So the Hindu tradition beautifully says only when the divine accepts it, whatever you're offering, then that offering itself becomes complete. So it doesn't become complete when you offer it to her, it becomes complete when she accepts it. So offering is not made out of any fear or any greed. So when an avatar lands, the offerings are purely a part of the grand Leela played only for the purpose of enlightenment. So let us understand more about the offerings to Parashakti. So let us invoke Parashakti before we understand about the various offerings which we can offer it at our feet. Induni bhaveda karavahni nayanam syat pankaja varabhaya japaksha sarayuktam angahimabhushana vichitra vasanam syat tungamakutojvala manonmani swarupam. So this verse is from the Mula Agama of Manonmani Dhyanam, which beautifully describes Parashakti as moon-like face, holding the Vedas books on hand, fire in eyes with lotus flower, gracing and blessing hands, and one hand with japamala, beautifully decorated with jeweled ornaments, in wonderful clothes, and shining wing crown. Her name is Manonmani. We also have one more Dhyana sloka which says, Dhyaye Devim Trinetram Sashini Bhavadanam Vedahastam Dadhanam Savye Padmam Varadam Pare Chabhayam Chakshamalam Divyairabharanai Vibhushitatanum Brahmadi Vippujitam Devimeva Manonmanim Pratidinam Kamarta Datrim Shubham. So this also is from the Mula Agama of Manonmani Dhyanam, which explains, I meditate on Devi with three eyes, glowing like a moon, and hold the Veda, lotus, and grazing with blessing and gracing hands. She is wearing the beautiful ornaments. She is worshipped by Brahma and other many gods, and showers auspicious boons for all the actions every day. So this beautifully describes the form of Parashakti. So before we enter into the various offerings, let us understand the significance of the divine element, gold. So the Atharva Veda, it explains, triply born by birth is this gold. From the atoms of Agni is one. It becomes dearest to Agni. One fell away from the Soma when it was hurt. One they call the seed of virtuous and powerful Appa. Let that triple gold be for your long life. So gold is a divine element. It purifies anything it touches. It is an element of spiritual significance and great spiritual power of healing and enlightening. The vibration of gold has the power to infuse sattva energy and positive thought currents in anyone who wears and anyone who sees and operates in its vicinity. So that is the purity of the gold. So gold is literally present in all the scriptures, the Agamas, the Vedas, the Itihasas, the Puranas. So in all Hindu scriptures, it is abundantly displayed that gold is the most auspicious and purest metal which purifies our being. So in Hindu civilization, everything was built in gold, exchanged in gold, even ritual feasts were offered in golden bricks. So when one was to be saved from life-threatening illnesses, gold was offered as ritual feasts. Gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amount of commodities, including cows. So the kingdoms were built with huge doors of gold, and streets would have huge columns and huge archways made of gold. Horses and cows were dressed up in gold. So literally, if you see, the whole Hindu civilization thrived on the banks of the river of gold. So Indus River was called Hiranmaya, means the river Saraswati was called Hiranyavartani in Atharva Veda. So gold is the supreme element for offering gifts to the ones you love and literally you revere. So temples are constructed and paved in gold. So deities are made in gold, decked and adorned in gold, because it preserves the enlightenment energy for thousands of years and it literally lasts forever. So with that introduction, so let us enter into the first offering to Devi Parashakti. So the first offering is the E-Hundi offering. You can offer any amount to Parashakti, any dakshina to Devi Parashakti as a deep token of gratitude at her feet and receive her blessings. So the E-Hundi offering, the Shastra Pramana, it says, Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya, Bhakti Vashya Bhayapaha, Shambhavi Sharadaradhya Sharvani Sharmadayini. So Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion. She can be won over through true devotion and she literally removes all the fears. So if you see, if there is any fear in the minds of devotees, Devi is sure to remove that fear, and it is stated that Devi likes to be worshipped in autumn. So here in this verse it is meant that autumn of our lives, when thoughts turn more and more inwards, the role of the divine is known and understood clearly. So the need for Devi worship literally becomes stronger and stronger. So you can offer the E-Hundi offering in the literally, actually, for any amount you wish to offer to Parashakti, and you can go to the YouTube live chat, the super chat and super sticker option, and you can offer the e-hundi offering. So at the end of the session, I'll also be helping you into a walkthrough how to offer that by helping you and guiding you. So you can offer the hundi offering at the feet of Parashakti, and your names will be chanted at the end of the puja. The next offering to Parashakti is offering of Sankalpa chanting. So Sankalpa chanting, it says, Tayaitan mohyate vishwam saiva vishwam prashuyate sayachitta cha vijanam tushtarudhim prayaschati. The goddess enchants this universe, and she herself gives birth to this universe. That goddess, being prayed without interest in anything, gives that knowledge that leads to salvation and gives wealth in materialistic sense. So this is the verse from Devi Mahatmyam, verse 34, chapter 12, which says, you can offer this Sankalpa conscious resolution to receive the blessings, and whatever wishes you want to manifest, you can actually offer the Sankalpa chanting, and your names will be chanted when the puja is offered to Parashakti, and you can offer it at $1. The next offering is offering of Sahasranama Swarnakasu. So the Lalita Sahasranama verse, it says, Nama Parayana Prita. So it very beautifully describes she who likes repetition of various names. So this is the offering of 1008 names of Devi Parashakti. So it's a very special, very unique archana, which is offered to the Mahameru of Parashakti. So when you offer it, literally, each of the names which are inscribed in each coin, it literally actually manifests all the Ananta Kalyana Gunas, means all the divine qualities of Parashakti in you. So it literally awakens all the divine qualities of Parashakti. So you can offer the Sahasranama Swarnakasu at $75 or $151 or $251. By actually, you can go and click onto the link tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. The next offering is the offering of Mukta Anguti, the finger ring with a pearl to Parashakti. So the Meenakshi Pancharatnam, it beautifully says, Mukta Harala Satkirita Ruchiram Purnendu Vaktra Prabham Shinjannu Puraking Padma Prabhabasuram Sarvabhishta Falapradam Girisudham Vanirama Sevitam Meenakshim Pranatosmi Santatamaham Karunyavaram Nidhim. I bow to the goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has garlands of pearls and face shining like a full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with gemstones and has small bells, who is shining like the splendor of lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by goddess Vani and Rama. I remain ever bowing to the goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion. So beautiful finger ring with a pearl. So literally it will be like you're touching the finger of Parashakti and receiving her blessings when you offer this finger ring with a pearl. And you can receive her blessings, all the compassion and love, and manifest whatever you want in your life as a reality. So you can offer this Mukta Anguti at $251, $501 or $750. The next offering is the offering of Swarna Padma Pushpam, the golden lotus. So the Kamikagama verse, the reference, it beautifully explains all the kalasas should be wound around with suitable thread covered with new cloth. So they should be adorned with the lotus flower made of gold. So the Swarna Padma Pushpam, so what is the significance of it? So there are hundreds of scriptural references for using the lotus in the worship of Paramashiva. So almost everything in the worship of the ultimate involves the consecration of deities of worship, or meditating on them, or mudras and asanas used during worship, involves the lotus flower, lotus leaf, lotus pericarp, lotus petals. So lotus itself is a divine flower. So Shakti of Paramashiva is also called a lotus. The base of Paramashiva Linga is a lotus. The disciple of Paramashiva is also considered as a lotus. So offer this golden lotus at any size you wish to and receive the blessings. Literally, you can achieve the state, space and powers of Parashakti in your inner space. And you can handle any kind of an adverse situation in your life by offering this Swarna Padma Pushpam at $600. Next offering is the offering of Swarna Metti. So Swarna Metti, it beautifully explains, you whose brightness from toenails destroy the darkness of ignorance from the minds of your devotees who prostrate at your feet. So literally, it is like holding on to the feet of Parashakti when you're offering this golden meti, the golden touring to Parashakti and receiving her blessings. Whatever kind of difficult situation in your life, you can just offer this at Parashakti's feet and receive her blessings at $750. Next offering is the offering of Swarna Mantika, the golden hairline jewelry, Sudha Sarabi Varshini. So she who makes the nectar flow in all our nerves from the Sahasrara, that is, she who gives the very pleasant experience of the ultimate. So the Mantika, it literally represents the nectar flowing from the Sahasrara chakra, which is fully opened. So you can offer this Mantika to Devi Parashakti and receive her blessings of achieving the blissful state of overflowing gratitude and space of complete completion. So the Swarna Mantika is one more option to receive her blessings. So you can offer it at $750. Yes. The next most interesting offering is the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. So the beautiful verse from Saundarya Lahari says, the illumining splendor of Devi's two nails dispel the darkness of ignorance in the devotees, prostrating at her feet. Her feet defeats the lotus in beauty. So it states that the nails of Devi have been literally sharpened by constantly being touched by the crowns of celestial beings who always prostrate before Devi. So Tamo Guna is darkness, and in this stotra, in this sloka, it says Tamas means ignorance in the mind of devotees, and by constantly when you're prostrating before Parashakti, their ignorance is removed and they attain knowledge. So when you offer this Pratyaksha Pada Puja, you literally actually you're removed of karmas. Actually, you can offer your gratitude, your devotion, you're removed of all your karmas, and you get the beautiful opportunity to sit in the breathing space of Parashakti. And you can also offer this Pratyaksha Pada Puja for the upcoming Guru Purnima celebration. This is going to be coming up in the next month of July. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhana, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. So the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, you can offer it at $1,008. So Vastra Seva. So Vastra Seva is also part of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, which also actually helps you offer your devotion and receive all the auspiciousness and blessings from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Yes, so now we have here a compilation of all the offerings, the e-Hundi offering, which you can offer it at any amount, the Sankalpa chanting, the conscious resolution, we can offer it at $1, the Devi Sahasranama Kasu, the pure gold coin, each with one sacred name of Devi inscribed on it, so from 1008 names. The next is the Mukta Anguti, the pearl finger ring. Then you can offer the Swarna Padma Pushpam at $600, $1,200 or $1,800. The Swarna Metti offering, the golden touring for lotus feet of Devi Parashakti, so which is available at $750. The Swarna Mantika, the golden hairline jewelry at $750. The Pratyaksha Pada Puja, which will offer the gratitude to Supreme Pontiff at $1,008, and the Vastra Seva. So here is the beautiful opportunity for all of us to offer this offering to Parashakti. So you can go ahead and make your payment to offer the seva by online payment by clicking onto the link tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. And once you make the payment, after you make the offering, like whichever seva you want to do, you can select that seva and you can offer the payment. You can make the payment online. And after making the payment online, you can submit the details for the puja to Parashakti, so that during the puja your names will be chanted, and that link is tiny.cc/Sankalpa2021. So I'll be quickly guiding you into the walkthrough of how to make an online payment, how to fill in the Sankalpa link, and how to offer e-Hundi offering in the YouTube super sticker and super chat option. So I'll be right back after a short break, and we keep this slide projected for all of you to actually note down the link and make a payment.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham.
So when you go on to the tiny.cc daily offerings, so you'll be guided on to this page and you can go and choose an option. So whichever option seva you want to offer to Parashakti. For example, you want to offer the Swarna Metti to Devi Parashakti, which is offered at $750. You can just quickly go and add it to your cart. So once you add it to the cart, you'll be guided to the next page for you to proceed to the checkout. So you can go ahead and click on the proceed to checkout option. So after that, you'll be guided to the page for billing details, which will require all your email address, whichever country you're from, and you can place your order after filling out these details in this place. Yes. So after you make an online payment in this link, you can go to the next link of Sankalpa chanting. So sankaini.cc/Sankalpa 2021. So you'll be guided to this page and you can click on to this tab next and you can actually accept all these affirmations, agreements, and then you can enter all your details, your first name, last name, your email address, your phone, your cities, country, and what offering you're offering it for the Devi Bhava Samadhi Darshan. You can click on to this and then finally you can actually click on next and finish this Sankalpa chanting. Yes. So the next is how to offer the e-hundi option in the super chat and super sticker option in the YouTube live chat. So you need to open up the live stream, which is actually whatever is going on, and before the Akashic reading or during the Akashic reading when the Parashakti is actually revealing the Akashic readings to us, you can go ahead and go to the live stream of YouTube channel and you can go to the right bottom and you have the two options. You have these two options of the super sticker and super chat option. So you can go ahead and click on to this and offer your e-hundi offering to the feet of Devi Parashakti. So this is a short walkthrough of how you can offer the e-hundi and various offerings to Parashakti and you can receive her blessings to manifest your reality. Yes. So thank you everyone. So with that, we'll be moving on to the next segment shortly after a break. Thank you. Nithyananda.
Listen intensely. Life, consciousness in you does not end while your body drops dead. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones, lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge, desire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation, Paramashiva Padam, your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. This Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment easily, quickly, in accelerated speed and space. Understand the secret of Sayujya Mukti. Your Kundalini Shakti experiences the bondage inside your body due to compulsive sexual appetite. All the male bodies building intense yogic body through yoga and pranayama, building the mind of Tyaga centric, will heal your compulsive sexual appetite and make you reach Sayujya. All female bodies, love-centered care, serving every being will liberate you from the compulsive sexual appetite and make your Kundalini reach Sahasrara, which is Kailasa, Paramashivoham, Sayujya.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Listen intensely. Life, consciousness in you does not end while your body drops dead. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones, lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge, desire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation, Paramashiva Padam, your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. This Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment easily, quickly, in accelerated speed and space. Understand the secret of Sayujya Mukti. Your Kundalini Shakti experiences the bondage inside your body due to compulsive sexual appetite. All the male bodies building intense yogic body through yoga and pranayama, building the mind of Tyaga-centric, will heal your compulsive sexual appetite and make you reach Sayujya. All female bodies, love-centered care, serving every being, will liberate you from the compulsive sexual appetite and make your Kundalini reach Sahasrara, which is Kailasa, Paramashivapada, Sayujya.
Nithyanandam, welcome back. So before we get ready to receive the Devi Bhava Samadhi Darshan and Parashakti's Akashic readings, we'll now understand how to ask your questions in the various social media platforms and connect with Parashakti. So what are the various ways through which you can actually ask your questions and submit your questions and wait for an answer from Parashakti? So number one is you can go to the YouTube channel, Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda, the official YouTube channel. So if you are not a member yet, so most important thing, you might have subscribed to the YouTube channel and receiving notifications of various live notifications, but you have to go and join to become a member. So for membership, you need to go and click on to the join. And once you become a member, you can actually, as a step 2, post your questions in the comment section under the live stream when the live Akashic reading session is happening. So you can post your questions there. It may be anything relevant to your health, your wealth, your career, or what is your purpose of life, or what is your destiny, and why is your life so many happenings, like why is it happening the way it is happening. So whatever questions you want to ask Parashakti, you can post it in the comment section under the live stream of Devi Parashakti's Akashic reading. So this is one of the ways how you can connect and ask your questions to Parashakti in the YouTube live stream. The next thing is you can comment on the live Facebook page. So the Facebook page, if you have not liked and followed the official Facebook page of the Supreme Court of Hinduism, you can go ahead and like and follow Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Paramashivam. You can start following that page. And once you follow that page, you can go ahead and ask your questions in the same comment section under the Facebook live stream. So those who you are not in YouTube, or you're just finding it difficult in YouTube, then if you're not a member, you can go to the Facebook and post your questions under the comment section. The next important platform is the Twitter. So you can go and follow @Sri Nithyananda in the Twitter account, and the official account is Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Paramashivam. So you can go ahead and start following the official Twitter account. And after you follow the Twitter account, you can ask your questions in the reply section of the tweet with the hashtag #AskTheAvatar. So it is very clearly noted in the slide. You can ask in the with the hashtag #AskTheAvatar. So this is also one of the ways you can post your questions when the live Akashic reading session is happening. The next is you can ask your questions on the Instagram post. So when you actually go to the Instagram, you can actually go and follow Sri Nithyananda on the Instagram. And once you follow Sri Nithyananda, you can actually ask your questions in the comment section in the Instagram app. So you can also ask your questions in the Instagram. The next very beautiful opportunity is asking your questions on WhatsApp live chat in the official website kailasa.org. So you can ask your questions on the WhatsApp chat in kailasa.org. So you can post your questions in the live WhatsApp chat, and followed by that, you'll be receiving the blessings of Devi Parashakti when the live Akashic reading session is happening. So these are the various ways by which you can ask your questions in the live YouTube live stream, in the Facebook page, in the Twitter, Instagram, and on the WhatsApp chat in the main Kailasa website. So if you have not followed, liked, or become a member of the YouTube channel, official channel, you can go ahead and do it right away and post your questions when the live Akashic reading session is happening with Devi Parashakti. Yes. So with that, we'll be moving on to the next segment after a short break. Thank you, everyone. Nithyanandam.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Listen intensely. Life, consciousness in you does not end while your body drops dead. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones, lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge, desire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation, Paramashiva Padam, your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. This Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment easily, quickly, in accelerated speed and space. Understand the secret of Sayujya Mukti. Your Kundalini Shakti experiences the bondage inside your body due to compulsive sexual appetite. All the male bodies building intense yogic body through yoga and pranayama, building the mind of Tyaga-centric, will heal your compulsive sexual appetite and make you reach Sayujya. All female bodies, love-centered care, serving every being, will liberate you from the compulsive sexual appetite and make your Kundalini reach Sahasrara, which is Kailasa, Paramashivapada, Sayujya.
Yes. So the next segment that we have is Kailasa's multi-layered quarantine opportunity for India during COVID-19. On 12th of May 2021, Devi Parashakti has revealed that India is the biggest spiritual land where enlightened beings happen again and again, flower as enlightened beings and benefit the entire world. We cannot afford to lose the only Bharatam. We cannot lose the enlightenment womb. In order to save the cosmos from cosmic deluge, I built a ship called the Adi Kailasa. In order to protect the humanity from cosmic deluge, I gathered together all the spiritual energy of the cosmos and built the ship called Adi Kailasa. Due to cunning strategy of the treacherous people and the ruling of the enemies, the captain of the ship itself had to leave the ship. Now, let's all come and take a good bath, get protected and get healed and get all the benefits. Make use of the ship which I built out of huge grace and compassion and protect yourselves from the huge cosmic deluding destructive dance. For India, I made the ship as the protection, the Nithyananda Navapashana Lingam in Vaidya Sarovar. Go to Adi Kailasa, crores of people will come there looking for health, Navapashana water feast, and medicine to get health and protection and enlightenment. For all of them, give Anadan to protect India from the great destruction. I, Parashakti, made this huge ship. Even if the captain is not there, ship is there. Even if the captain is not there, the ship is there. The captain is not there in the ship because of the persecution for more than a decade by the anti-Hindu elements and the Neo-Hindutva group. Now, in the next segment, we're going to see what are the contributions of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism that made these anti-Hindu elements to persecute him for more than a decade. The meditation classes were conducted in local schools by Kailasa's White Om and the Sovereign Order of Kailasa. In 2004, the secondary school students were blessed to learn the truths of life and learning and undergo powerful meditation under the direct guidance of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in Karnataka. This is in 2006, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is teaching meditation for the school students in Trichy, Tamil Nadu. This is in 2008 in Engineering College in Karnataka, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is teaching the students. Where in 2006 September, the first confluence for the world peace to honor the memory of those who lost their lives and for those who risked their lives to save others during the terrorist attacks at World Trade Center on September 11, 2001. In January 2009, the Peace March to unite people of all the religions for peace was initiated by heads in southern India. And here again, the peace walk by the peacekeepers of the Sovereign Order of Kailasa. Here you can see, even with a fractured hand, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism engaged in a selfless work day and night, inspiring the peacekeepers of the Sovereign Order of Kailasa to engage in selfless service, leading the nation of Kailasa by example. In 2011, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had a multiple compound fracture with a bone protruding out of skin. In 2013, the 2 steel implants that were fastened in 2011 were removed as the bones had healed completely. This picture is after the surgery. Now here you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has always inspired and guided the Sovereign Order of Kailasa to involve in all the humanitarian activities. Here in 2006, a monk from the Sovereign Order of Kailasa is donating blood. In 2009, the representatives of Kailasa's Red Om handing over their collected donation for Karnataka's Chief Minister's Relief Fund. In 2008, 27th of April, a spiritual conference and meditation program led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and organized by Kailasa's White Om was attended by the citizens of Kailasa and the practicing Hindus. Here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism received the congratulation message for the 5th anniversary of the Dhyanapita from the former President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Now here, the former President of India, late APJ Abdul Kalam, to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, talking about how the Swamiji always beautifully carries the blissful smile, which is a very important fact to note, because even though he was persecuted for more than 10 years in the most brutal way in the history of the humanity, still Swamiji always carried the smile, the blissful smile, and yet continued his actions more and more, continued his services to more and more to the humanity. In 2007, March 22nd, the Californian Legislature Assembly recognized the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as the enlightened master, the modern mystic, and the greatest saint of modern India, who has taught the science of attaining the endless happiness. In 2007, November 9, the Senate of the state of California recognized the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism for his spirit, dedication, and efforts to raise the awareness of the Vedic tradition and to usher positively on global peace and universal brotherhood. On 2009, March 29th, the Californian Legislature Assembly recognized the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism for his leadership and outstanding commitment to communities around the world, service and selfless devotion to the students of the International Vedic University. In 2009, the keys to the city, Artesia, was awarded to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. On 1st of September 2009, Honorable Jim, who is the Member of Parliament in Toronto, recognized the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism for his contributions as the Global Peace Ambassador. On 2009, the Oklahoma City has acknowledged the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism for his unselfish service to people of Oklahoma City while serving for their spiritual well-being. What you can see here is on 30th of April 2016, postage stamp on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was released by the Indian Postal Government on the occasion of Kumbh Mela. On 2015, the Senate of the State of California recognized and congratulated His Holiness for highlighting and educating the community on Kumbh Mela. Here you have on 2015, October 11th, the Nithyananda University was authorized by the Akhila Bharatiya Akhada Parishad as the only organization that can conduct this festival outside India. On 2017, 30th September, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was awarded Guinness World Records for the largest rope yoga. On 3rd of October 2017, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was awarded Guinness World Record for the largest pole yoga, Shivastambha Yoga. On 16th December 2017, the largest home symbol by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and Nithyananda University at Bangalore, India on 16th December 2017. On October 2017, it's declared as the Paramahamsa Nithyananda Day by the city of Montclair, California, in recognition of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's contribution to the superconscious evolution of the humanity. On 1st of January 2012, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was named amongst the world's 100 most spiritually influential personalities by a renowned esoteric magazine, Body, Mind and Spirit. On 31st of May 2018, he was conferred with honorary doctorate in humanities by Commonwealth University. On 2018, 29th of October, United Nations Global Development Organization respectfully presented to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism for superconscious evolution of the humanity. On 25th of April 2019, the Azteca University in Mexico recognized the tremendous scientific contributions made by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in the field of superconsciousness and awarded him a honorary doctorate in the sciences for this. So you can see the amount of contributions that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has done to the humanity, and now today when the world is closing the doors, it is Swamiji who has opened his Kailasas, his de facto embassies for the whole of the humanity to protect themselves from the COVID. So if you're someone who is feeling insecure about the ongoing pandemic, if you're unsure of your future, if you feel that you need to be protected at this small point in time with yourself and your loved ones, here is opportunity for you to join our COVID care protection centers. You can register yourself in the following link, kailasa.org/Kailasa care. It's KAILASA.org/KAILASA So let's take a few minutes to register ourselves, and before we go to the next segment of seeing how and what made the anti-Hindu elements and the neo-Hindutva groups to persecute the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Let's take a few minutes, a short break.
Listen intensely. Life, consciousness in you does not end while your body drops dead. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones, lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge, desire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation, Paramashiva Padam, your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. This Bhumandala
Nithyananda, and welcome back. Now, to see and understand, compared to the contributions of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, which is what all he did for Hinduism, for Sanatana Hindu Dharma, for global peace, and what was done to him in return by the anti-Hindu terrorist elements, let us see in this segment. For his immense contributions towards eradicating poverty, illiteracy, hunger, gender-based violence, gender apathy, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's revival of authentic scriptures-based Hinduism irked the vested interests of atheistic terrorist militant elements, new Hindutva terrorists, and other anti-Hindu forces, who executed a massive persecution and genocide on him, his followers, his community from 2nd March of 2010 in a massive, unabated, continuous manner. This continued unabated for the next whole decade, and it comprised of, among many other things, over 70 assassination attempts on just the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, besides the innumerable attempts made on the lives of his followers, over 250 sexual assaults on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and his monks and disciples, lawfare of 120 false cases over 10 years, massive hate propaganda in electronic media of over 14,000 hours, and print media of over 25,000 articles in 5 years, destruction of the heritage properties worth over $27 million, and the continuing ethnocide and genocide of over 80 million Hindus worldwide since 7 centuries. Specifically, the lawfare involved delegitimizing the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by hate propaganda, disenfranchising him of his civil and human rights, thereby prejudicing him from fair representation and fair trial, repeated illegal imprisonment with brazen torture, custodial assassination attempts, supported by system justification in various forms. One saw how the way the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been deprived of his human rights and how it resulted, we'll see how it resulted in continued systemic complicity with even some absolutely unimaginably grave violations and criminalities like torture, murder, and genocide. It was a well-planned, multi-layer false hate propaganda by the Fourth Estate media, sustained by moral disengagement, leaving the broader public in a state of willful ignorance, motivated denial, victim blaming, where the victim is actually blamed as if he is a perpetrator of the crimes done to him, and dehumanization of the individual, bystander apathy to even genocide. We'll see here just a glimpse of how this resulted, how it was even perpetrated, in what way the whole thing is absolutely defiant of even logic.
Rape accused fake godman Nithyananda. Rape accused.
Accused of raping.
The rape accused.
Rape accused. Rape accused self-styled godman Nithyananda.
Just like that, they arrested me in the rape charge in 2010. They came and arrested, and after they arrested me, I asked, "What for you arrested me?" They said, "Rape charge." I said, "Can you say whom I raped?" "No, that now only we are investigating." No one is answerable for the whole mess. Even now, there will not be any investigation. Why was Nithyananda arrested on rape charge when there is nobody saying they have been raped? I asked them, do you have any statement from anybody? After the independence of India, around 3,60,000 rape cases have been filed. Only rape case 376 where there is no victim's name or altered name. Even altered, there is no victim. Usually, if there is a victim who got raped, they will announce in the media and search for, hey, we have a victim and we need accused. We are searching for the accused. Where is the accused? Where he is disappeared? In my case, hey, we have accused here. We want victim. Please come, please come. Facebook ad was given. TV ad was given. And newspaper ad was given for calling for victim. Saying, you please come, we will give you traveling bus fare and we will keep your name secret. Please come, please come. You cannot get justice.
Rape accused.
Accused of raping.
The rape accused.
Rape accused. Rape accused self-styled godman Nithyananda.
One saw how patently illogical, absolutely obvious the persecution done to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by framing him in not just one false case, but in 120 false cases, a massive amount of lawfare done, huge hate propaganda done, so that for the common person can be justified as something being done so-called righteously to an individual who's so-called bad. The banality of evil has been supported by system justification in various forms, including the common processes of bureaucracy, indifference, outright indifference to what is being done, self-deception, and diffused responsibility, where the responsibility is not on one person in the whole system, but it's diffused across so that anything done, any wrong, any human rights violations done by the top brass does not remain accountable to it doesn't remain within their purview of accountability. It percolates down to the last person in the chain, who obviously would not have even known what is being done, why it is being done, how it is even justified. This resulted in continued system complicity with torture, murder, and genocide. The multi-level persecution to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has also denied and suppressed from conscious awareness, even despite compelling evidence, leaving constitutional checks and balances successfully neutralized, fueled by the well-planned multi-layer false hate propaganda by the Fourth Estate media, sustained by moral disengagement, leaving the broader public in a state of willful ignorance, motivated denial, victim blaming, dehumanization, and bystander apathy to even genocide. As per the various articles of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, the prohibition of ill treatment does not merely create a negative duty on the state agents not to engage in such treatment. The state also has positive duties to protect persons under its jurisdiction from acts of private individuals. One can see multi-level persecution done where on one hand His Divine Holiness Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, was targeted as a so-called linguistic minority of being a so-called person of Tamil origin in a state where Tamilians are a minority. This was just one aspect. The another aspect, the Neo-Hindutva worldview. The Neo-Hindutva leaders have extremely regressive views regarding sexuality and rights of people of non-conformist genders. The views of some go to the extent of justifying rape as a tool to suppress native Hindu traditions for their political agenda. Contrary to this, gender fluidity and non-binary gender theories have always been seen as an everyday fact of life by native traditions worldwide. None of the genders were either seen as a rule or as an abnormality. Since time immemorial, various indigenous civilizations have also recognized this gender fluidity, and Native Americans recognized 5 genders. Non-binary genders were recognized, documented, and accepted in Greek history. And today, native traditions like the Adi Shaivite minority tradition in Hinduism recognize 11 gender identities. The religious, social, and cultural empowerment of women by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism included the monastic order, the Sannyas Sampradaya, established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, which is unique in that it freely ordains women and allows women to perform temple rituals. Women constitute the majority of senior leadership in the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's mission, thereby establishing the vision of Hinduism as not just orthodox, but also highly progressive and committed to gender equality. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has also ordained men and women from the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and Dalit communities, which have been discriminated and sidelined by the Neo-Hindutva ideologies. A media clip from 2018 highlighting exclusion of women from Hindu temples as a consequence of Neo-Hindutva extremist ideologies who disregard Hindu sacred texts, Vedas and Agamas, one can see here, where it is not allowed for women traditionally to perform temple rituals. And here one can see Manitya Supriyananda Swami, the world's first woman Dalit Hindu monk in the contemporary era, performing temple rituals in the temple Sanctum Sanctorum at the headquarters as the female Hindu priest. This picture is as late as September of 2018. Similarly, one can see here a female monk offering the ritual to the presiding deities in the main Sanctum Sanctorum at the headquarters of the Nithyananda Paramashivam Devalaya Hindu temple of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. One can see here the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism giving the Devi Bhava Samadhi Darshan, where he is the embodiment of the feminine consciousness, the ultimate divine feminine. One can see here in early 2003 while giving the Bhava Samadhi Darshan as Devi, and similarly the depiction of Ardhanarishwara, the eternal cosmic principle in the form of Paramashiva and Devi in one body, the primordial cosmic divinity. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, his Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has revealed that the Veda Agamas, the original source scriptures of Hinduism, recognize 11 genders and prescribe specific temple rituals to solemnize gay marriage, which is otherwise considered taboo in today's mainstream Hinduism. He has also declared himself that he transcends gender, and consequently, he actually suffered the vicious persecution for his bold stand on such LGBTQ issues. By rooting the legitimacy of gays, lesbians, and transgendered people in ancient Hindu scriptures, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is single-handedly changing the LGBTQ discourse in India. Because of his outspoken advocacy for the rights of women, transgendered people, and members of the LGBTQ community, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has endured over 70 assassination attempts over the past decade, perpetrated by extremist militant elements opposed to progressive forms of Hindu ideology. For 2 decades, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and the dark-skinned Adishaivite minority community of Tamil ethnicity have become a target of the neo-Hindutva hate propaganda in Karnataka. In mere 5 years of inauguration, by 2005, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had established the presence of his spiritual missions in 33 countries. This was commended and recognized by various political leaders at the state level, national level, and international level. By 2008, the family of the Chief Minister of Karnataka had become devoted to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. One can see here, way back in 2004, the wife of the Chief Minister of Karnataka, S.M. Krishna, was a direct initiated disciple of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The ex-Prime Minister of India, Sri Deve Gowda, taking blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The universal acceptance and appeal of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, not just in Karnataka, but worldwide, as we saw in the various certificates of recognition and accolades and invitations to their respective cities showered on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by worldwide leaders, was unacceptable to the neo-Hindutva extremists of Karnataka, as his origin is of Tamil ethnicity. The politically owned media was complicit in violence targeting the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and the Adishaivite minority community. In 2013, very brazenly, a neo-Hindutva terrorist wielding a sword had issued a death threat targeting the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism from one of the mainstream channels, Suvarna News, as a panelist of the news debate. On 7 June 2012, Suvarna television media head Ajit Hanumakanavar led a militant group to kill the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and his chief administrator. The militants actually broke the head of the chief administrator with heavy boulders, rocks, for stopping them from serving an anthrax letter bomb to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. In this attack, no formal police complaint was accepted against the militant extremist Ajit Hanumakanavar. On the contrary, Ajit filed a police complaint against the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, further supported by an arbitrary order by the district magistrate directing the arrest of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Both the executive order directing the arrest of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and the false complaint by Ajit was struck down by the court, the High Court of Karnataka, terming the entire process by the government as illegal, without any authority, contrary to law, and without jurisdiction. But the court order did not remedy the situation because there were no repercussions for the perpetrators of the crime who were protected by the state. From 2010 to 2018, several attempts were made to kill the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism with public announcements of the same on television. Till 2019, demands for the extrajudicial assassination of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism were publicly made by the lawmakers. And when the first world countries closed their borders during a massive global emergency, Kailasa has opened its doors to all without exception.
Free Kailasa COVID care centers are opened across India. That includes the Adi Kailasa in Bidadi, Bangalore, Salem Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Tiruvannamalai Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Rajapalayam Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Puduvai Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Pattanam Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Siragapadi Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Sripuram Adinam in Hyderabad, Madurai Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Avattipalayam, Erode in Tamil Nadu, Hosur Adinam in Tamil Nadu, and Baroda Adinam in Gujarat. The multiple free COVID care centers are opened across India where food, accommodation, stay, free internet services, you can work from home, and more than all of that, you can feel completely protected. And this is a time to spiritually rejuvenate yourself in this ongoing pandemic. And various social services offered during the pandemic in Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassies across India. And the spiritual services are also offered during this pandemic in Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassies. More than all of that, cosmic revelations on global pandemic issues by Devi Parashakti herself, who's educating the whole of the humanity on how to protect themselves and on this ongoing pandemic. The free social services that are offered during the pandemic includes free medical care, that is allopathy, Ayurvedic and Siddha medicine. All different types of medical care is provided to people to ensure the campuses are fitted with fire safety equipment maintenance in order to handle any emergencies, and infrastructure to accommodate thousands of people. The accommodation that has been given has a multi-layered quarantine facility where there are layers of quarantine, first layer, second layer, and third layer quarantine to ensure that the people who are residing in the community are completely protected from the COVID. And there are enough ICU on wheels, emergency ambulances in the campus to handle any emergency situation. Personal protective medical equipment, food security management through food banks, and organic farming. So you can join us in these COVID care protection centers for you to protect yourself from this ongoing pandemic. You can register yourself in the following link, which is kailasa.org/Kailasa Care. Let's take a few minutes to register before we go to the next segment. Let's have a short break.
This Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment easily, quickly, in accelerated speed and space. Understand the secret of Sayujya Mukti. Your Kundalini Shakti experiences the bondage inside your body due to compulsive sexual appetite. All the male bodies building intense yogic body through yoga and pranayama, building the mind of Tyaga centric, will heal your compulsive sexual appetite and make you reach Sayujya. All female bodies, love-centered care, serving every being will liberate you from the compulsive sexual appetite and make your Kundalini reach Sahasrara, which is Kailasa, Paramashivoham, Sayujya. Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam, and welcome back. And one can see here just a glimpse of what all is being done in Adi Kailasa, Sarvanyapeetham, through various departments for the readiness of this COVID care protection. We have here the Department of Agriculture, whose mission is to research and implement environment-friendly, sustainable, economy-friendly methods of agriculture. And here one can see in the pictures an ex-pasture of land being prepared by de-weeding, irrigation, and the preparation of natural manure. The Kailasa's Department of Agriculture, serving the organic sattvic meals, which include a balance of steamed rice cakes, curries, and fruits. All items are verified per meal and distributed to different locations on the Adi Kailash campus. The Kailasa's Department of Health here, as the third wave of COVID hits the world, the medical and the emergency response team raises their preventive measures. Each individual is required to take at least 11-minute vaporization before meal and receive their supplements, the natural supplements as per the natural sciences of Ayurveda, Siddha, Naturopathy. The Kailasa's Department of Housing here has completed the final checklist, and here one can see the pictures of all the cleaning and the readiness of the housing facilities, the accommodation being ensured that it's clean, tidy, pest-free, and that the cots are maintained at sufficient distance, and lockable cabinets being provided to each person so that they are comfortable in their stay here. Adi Kailasa's Department of Infrastructure and Human Services is responsible for overall needs of all the visitors of Adi Kailasa and the participants of this program. So the Ministry of Infrastructure reconciles their current standing and the status of the housekeeping, taking note of what needs to be upgraded, what needs to be procured to make each multi-layer quarantine facility self-sufficient. One can see the people who are enrolling for the program also practicing their morning spiritual routine. And Kailasa's Department of Infrastructure and Human Services is responsible for the overall needs of all the visitors of the Adi Kailasa. Reconciling their current standing, here we have readiness for each facility being made, upgraded, the accommodation facilities, the electrical facilities in the form of these batteries, and the table, chairs, the office furniture also being moved for the same. And the Kailasa's Department of Environment and Animals is also having protection being given to animals from the COVID-19 pandemic, because as we all know, Kailasa is home to all beings without exception. So one can join the COVID Care Protection Center here by registering through the link kailasa.org with a AA/Kailasa Care. It will take a few minutes to register for the same.
We have several thousands of lives who are waiting to feel protected during this ongoing pandemic in India, because we know that the society has failed, the government have failed, the medical infrastructure in the country is not able to cater the needs of the people for various reasons, especially with the secondary infections like black fungal infections, where the mortality rate is about 70%. And the drugs that are needed to cure black fungal infections, they are not available in the market because of the demand. And more than 800 lives are just lost in a single day. That's the status of how the people are facing difficulty to cope up with this ongoing pandemic. So at this point in time, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has opened the Kailasas to the whole of the humanity for them to feel protected in these COVID care protection centers. So we invite each and every one of you, this is the time for you to spiritually rejuvenate yourselves, spiritually feel protected, and also you can work from home. There are free accommodation, food, and internet services are provided. This is the time for you to feel protected instead of always feeling insecure in the outside world. So we welcome you to register yourselves in the following link, kailasa.org/Kailasa Care. So let's take a few minutes to register in this link, kailasa.org/Kailasa Care. And we'll be right back with the next segment of this today's event, which is Power Manifestation Program. Let's take a few minutes to register in this link and we'll be right back.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukhanam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadushnam Tattamasyadilakshmyam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is spa manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself explaining what is spa manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you, due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you, out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all.